What is going on? You know, this is AlTone, and welcome to another absolutely wonderful Monday. And this is episode 16. Wow, 16 days. I would say 16 days straight, but you know, we've been skipping weekends. And I'll have to tell you, it's been interesting trying to make sure I get these videos up for you every day. And it's actually a really good challenge for me. But I wanted to share with you this past weekend. So me and my wife, we always spend some time. We go to church on Sunday, and we try to do some things around the house on Saturdays, or try to really spend some time together. And we finally watched Mr. Rogers, or Fred Rogers, or I forgot what the name of the movie actually is, but it's about Fred Rogers. You know him as Mr. Rogers. For those of you who know him or are old enough to know who he is. We finally watched that movie. And as we were watching that movie, the thing that really got me was this man, there's plenty of people in my life that I've actually, over a period of time, have said, you know what, this is somebody I'd like to meet. I look up to him in some way. This is someone I would like to actually get an opportunity to just shake their hand and just have a conversation with them. And I'll be honest with you, as much as I watched as a kid, I watched plenty of Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and but he still was not one of those people. And I got an opportunity throughout what they showed in the movie anyway, to really, Tom Hanks I believe played this character very well. And I got an opportunity to really take a look at Fred Rogers and see him as someone that is like, if you want an example of someone you wanted to be like, an example of someone who is actually truly comfortable with who he is, and not only that, but just had a heart for people. I mean, just this abundance and overwhelming heart for people. I think he's the absolute example of that, as well as an example of someone who, again, used his gifts and talents for the purpose of truly affecting a very large audience of people in a major way. It's just awesome. Just you know, and again, you know, the movies, especially, I mean, there's a movie about him and his relationship to a writer, and them actually meeting one another, and how even him meeting Fred Rogers kind of changed his life and gave him an appreciation for his life. If you haven't seen the movie, you absolutely want to watch it. But just, you know, Tom Hanks, again, I believe he's a very good actor, and to know that, you know, the accuracy for which he used to play the part of Fred Rogers, and to get to know or get to see a little bit about Mr. Rogers that you don't see outside of his show and that kind of stuff. I think it was really good. And it was inspirational to me because I look at it as if, you know, we had a nice little conversation. We have long conversations after these things. But the part of that was most inspirational to me was just the idea that he used his gifts and his talents in such a major way, and truly impacted people, and had a love for everyone. I mean, a real, genuine love for everyone. Now, again, this is my perception based on this movie, and in most cases, movies are made to bring the best out of an individual, especially someone who was respected as well as Fred Rogers was. But I do believe that there was a lot of truth in what was expressed about who he was, because there's no way in this world that somebody could be as loving all the time in every place you've ever seen him. And I've seen, you know, different instances of Fred Rogers in different places. There's no way he could possibly be as loving and kind as he is and fake it for that long, you know? So I just thought about that, and again, and it's to say this too, that there are many people who are or who have shown so much and have affected this world in such a great way. And the unfortunate thing is so many of those people are gone now. And we don't get the opportunity to see them again. And if you happen to be someone who doesn't know who Fred Rogers is, just think about this. Fred Rogers affected a lot of people in a positive way. And if you might be one of those people that don't know who Fred Rogers is, do you really think it mattered to him that you at this time may not know who he is? I think it was very important for him to affect the people who did. He was here for that time frame to affect the people who he did affect in a positive way. And I think it was important for him to be around for that. And I believe it was important to him that he did do just that. So, I don't know. I just wanted to share that with you today. It was just awesome to me. I hope that you're having a great week. And I really, really look forward to, making it on through episode 20. We're going to see what we're going to do after that. How about that? So have an absolutely fantastic week. And I look so forward to talking to you again very soon.